tell me if there's anyone there.
Don't worry.
How you doing, guys? Give me a second. I'm just getting set up over here. This new YouTube layout is a little different, so take a little look at this MGT for a second. Anyone talking? Tell them I'll be right there.
Might have switch off.
Alright, let me say hello for a second. What is going on, Nitro Gang? Sorry for the slight, small technical difficulties, but here I am, just getting set up over here. RC Show Off, how you doing, bro? Awesome pictures you keep posting on Instagram. High quality RCs you got right there. The question is, do you have yourself a Rare ORION Wasp 26 engine? Give me a second, I'll say hello to you guys in the chat. I didn't have a chance to post this in the Facebook group yet. John Hensley, Lotus RC, what's going on, man? Thumbnail kind of sucks. I'm sorry about that. Nitro Pimp, man, how you doing? I'm over here rocking the 2-Speed Baby t-shirt. Let me back this up a little bit. I don't know if you guys saw that well in the thumbnail. It probably came out real bad. This is my new Nitro addition to the channel, everybody. And I'm going to tell you something. If my shirt says 2 speeds and I got a hat on, we're going to yell fire in the hole before this night is over. And we're going to make another MGT great again. You know, lately, I've had a little bit of a Nitro addiction. Maybe I've been watching too much of the Nitro addiction. He likes them buggies and them savages. Well, Hybrid over here likes them MGTs. Alright, so we're going to talk about it. I put in the video. Oh, I'm not even watching my own video, guys, on my pink laptop. You guys over there have a pink laptop? I do. You know why? Because it's 2025. That's not even an answer. Okay? But it's true. Let me go to my own stream. You can't not support yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta support yourself first, as they say in the world today. You gotta love yourself first before anyone else could support your ass. Well, that's what we're about to do. Right, RC Show Off with the ultimate purple HPI branded laptop, of course. Alright, we got Monty, Kriska, Thomas Flint, Jim, Nitro, Pimp, Lotus RC. Thank you guys for showing up. Sorry for the slight weird setup today. You know, I was like behind the camera doing stuff, getting ready. I was, you know, organizing my laminated and bound MGT memorabilia. Guys, I got this from a guy that was a hardcore MGT fan. Secondhand, how you doing, man? He bound it. It's laminated MGT memorabilia, laminated. Never seen that happen before, but it happened today. All right. So let me flip the camera around. We'll take a quick look. Put the body on first. We'll do a little exam on the MGT with the Ford. What is this? The 150? Yeah, the F-150 Triton. Only RC Nitros, man. How you doing? Tommy's Adventures, Alex Lopez. How you guys all doing? Alex Lopez goes, need an MGT in my life. Well, bro, lucky for you and all of us. There are many models to choose from. And almost all of them, unless you get the 3.0, which is the small block 0.18, you're going to have a missing bumper in the front. Actually, that's not very lucky for us, but you know what I'm saying. Jerry Morales, how you doing, my dude? Goes, Kyosho. Kyosho is #1. But of course, any nitro is automatically number 1.1, which if you round correctly, you're still at number 1. Okay, the math, it doesn't have to add up, guys. It doesn't always add up. Just ask Scott Steiner. He knows all about that. When you throw Kurt Angle in the mix, you get 133 and 1/3 of a good nitro, baby. Okay, so let me continue. Michael Sucha, how you doing? Happy to see you all here. Darren, how you doing? Happy to see you here, bro. Let me wait a little while. I put like the stream starts in 3 minutes, but then it started early. Bro, Melissa, does this stream say it starts in 3 minutes? What the hell is going on the YouTube world today? You know what? Let's not complain about the YouTube world. We gotta complain about making the Nitro great again. Actually, that's not even a complaint. That's what's gonna go down. All right, guys. So let me tell you what this is. In fact, I got it this week. The question is, anybody here have a Orion Wasp branded engine? I'm doing some research on it right now. And in a couple minutes, we will take a look at exactly. Ray Coral, bro, thank you for that super chat to the channel. It went directly to buying this MGT, which you know, I paid pretty much fair price considering it was bad when I got it. But I did a little bit of work. We're still going to take a look at it. And I think I have a fuel tank somewhere around here. Oh, I have some parts we'll go over. So there's actually a lot of stuff to discuss here. You know, I really only recently got into the MGTs. I have the entire range of MGTs, everybody. Mets RC, how you doing, brother? Happy to see you here. Jason Brawley, happy to see you here. Okay, so the MGTs. Once again, thanks for that super chat to Ray Coral. In terms of MGTs, there are many versions. There's a small block called a 3.0. I have that one. I took it to a Trump rally. It survived. It did great. It got a lot of votes. In fact, it was the lowest viewed video on all of YouTube. Do I care about that? Yeah, a little bit. Do I care more about MGTs? Yes, I do. All right, so there's that. Then there's the 21. This one was originally an MGT 21 model. After that, they released the MGT 28, the one with the flag body. There was a couple special edition models. And then the top of the hill, the Turbinator version, was the MGT 8.0. So I do have that one as well. That's right, Nitro Pimp. You watched that video 6 times. That's probably half the views I got on it, to be honest with you, man. Because, like, you know, I don't really like to use words like, oh, hybrid over here is shadow banned. YouTube is not promoting me. I'm such a, oh, let's not do, no. It's not about that, okay? There's no shadow banning. There's no one to blame other than yourself. The fact is, it was a great video at the wrong time. At a time when this country was in turmoil. And it still is. And unfortunately, the powers that be, there are no powers, it's computer algorithms. All right? They ain't pushing it. So what's a hybrid left to do? I have nothing left to do but to buy more nitros, of course. And keep trying. You understand what I'm saying? Melissa, is it time for the stream right now? Like in my scheduled thing, it says that it starts at, I don't know, saying this new YouTube thing after the update. I can't figure it out, bros.
Oh, it says live on my end.
Yeah. Anyway. I have a couple research tabs open on my pink laptop over here. We're going to take a look at it. So, MGT 21, this originally, that's what this one originally would have been. Now, the stock engines were quite good, but the most popular, I would say, upgrade series of engines to get during this time period, both for a Savage and an MGT, pretty much any big block truck, would have been... We could debate this, everybody. I'm going to have to say the Axial series of engines. Axial, Orion, Wasp. Anybody can remember any other line of engines that would have been a popular, you know, engine you get after you kill the factory one, right? Because honestly, the factory one was pretty good, but the 21 wasn't really that much of a powerhouse. When the MGT 28 came out, obviously those motors were already better. But the question is, what are the popular upgrade engines for this time period when this truck would have been new? Big block, obviously. So let me see. I'm going to look at what you guys are saying. Okay, so far nothing, so I'm just going to continue talking about this one. All right, let's take a quick look around it. So we have the F-150 body, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Yeah, secondhand RC goes, the live on air isn't on YouTube. It's not recognizable. I could plug it in, bro. But the thing is, you know, we're doing the mirror effect. I can't figure out the mirroring effect when I'm using the front-facing camera. So to just eliminate one problem, I'm just going to eliminate the whole sign. All right, that's why the sign isn't on. People don't want to read backwards, okay? I mean, you know, there's whole cultures with books written, you know, where you read from the rear to the front. You know, a lot of traditional historical cultures. But today, they want to read books like Harry Pothead, okay? And we're not going to read those books. Anyway, RC Show Off wants to know, was stock a .28? So in this particular truck, it would have been a .21, this particular truck. Okay. I want to give you guys a quick view. In fact, I do want to do what I can to go fire it up, diagnose what's wrong, get the parts I need, and move on with this adventure, right? Because it's Nitro Gang weekend, everybody. And there's two things you do on the weekend. You go chase your cat around the house to grab him and pet his cute little ass, or you go buy a Nitro. That's what you do. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, I'm not in the basement right now. I'm sitting about 4 feet away from the Wi-Fi router. The service is so bad I have to sit right by the connection. Interesting. Big Boys Toys, man, how you doing? Happy to see you here, buddy. Yeah, we just took a little nap. You know, usually I come home from work. Before my stream, I'll take like a little 30-minute nap. You know, I'll get Nitro Gang Sandy, put him right in the pillow right next to me. He has a little spot on the pillow. He sleeps there. He barely moves. He's hella adorable and hella cute, you know. It's like he wags his tail, you know. It makes me sleepy. I can't help it, guys. You got to get a cat. They make you sleepy. All right. Michael Sucha. You used to be able to get those books at Barnes & Nobles, but now they're all destroyed, you know what I mean? The e-commerce world has wiped out the bookstores. All right. Melissa, say hello to Big Boys Toys.
I already did.
Oh, okay, that's good, that's good. All right. Let's just take the body off. We'll take a look at it. I'm not going to talk too much. Body is pretty much average. It's one of those F-150 bodies. I do like that he has a cooling vent grill over here. You could see through it. I mean, some good idea thinking went into this, right? At least the hole isn't completely destroyed. So, and it's cut out, you know, relatively not like a 90-degree angle that the rest of the body is going to crumble right after. So, good job on that, bro. Good job. In the back, he does have it appears, I'm not sure if this was in fact something the guy bought, but this is one of the MGT mounts that you use for the rear body post. Normally aftermarket bodies don't use this, but here we got it. So that's the body, whatever, you know. I'm not too much of a body guy unless it's on a chick, then I am. I'm all for that, you know. In fact, when I met Melissa, I began to think about that phrase in itself. Don't look at me like that. You know it's true. Don't make me ask you to get a snacky. I'll get the snacky. Well, let me see what you guys are saying. Let's take a quick look at the truck itself. I'm going to back this up. All right. So for now, I'll sit like this a little bit. Anybody want to tell me anything they like or don't like on this so far? I haven't done much. I basically only just cleaned it a little bit. Melissa, we're going to need you to help me adjust the lights. We'll get a top-down view. We'll get some good action. All right. Joseph, awesome, bro. Anything wrong with that truck, let me know. Melissa, light. I literally just asked for the light. I did not see you move a single a muscle. All right, Nitro Pimp likes everything he sees. Well, wait a second, man. I saved the worst for last and first. Yeah, Alex goes better braking than the Savage. You know, some Savages lock those wheels up pretty good, man. It depends. Like I've had real bad brakes, And real good brakes. I've had both of them at the same time. All right, that's good, boo. I moved the thing up a little bit. I'm going to change around the view. We'll get a top down. We'll look at the Wasp Orion 26. This is a very, very rare engine. Light went out. Hold on a second. Tornado, guys, tornado. Dylan, how you doing? Light went out, everybody. Melissa's going to have to crawl under the table now. Wish her luck, everybody. I'm not joking. She's literally going to crawl under the table right now. All aspects, how you doing, man? We got Melissa crawling under the table. There's like a lot of wires there. There's like some paintball boxes. I used to be a fan of paintball. But then what happened is, Michael Graham, how you doing, man? Then what happened is one day, you know, I went to the paintball place. They told me I had to buy their paintballs. It really pissed me off because I didn't want to buy their paintballs. I already bought like $200 worth of paintballs at the time. It was sickening. Andy Barnett, how you doing? Melissa, you can just plug it in. Why don't you just plug it in? Oh, you see on the left side over there? On the left side, there's a USB outlet. Right behind the thing.
Oh, I found it.
We gotta find her. Finders keepers. RC man, how you doing? That's right, proprietary paintballs. I'm not into proprietary paintballs. I literally went to Walmart, bought some paintballs, and they told me I couldn't use them. Pissed me off. Okay, here we go. All right, Melissa, I'm gonna rearrange this. We'll get a look at the truck. Thank you for helping out. We appreciate you. Okay, so here we go. Top-down view. Now we could see the whole glory of the situation. Let's take a look at this engine. So it's hard to see because the light isn't very good. Could I use your phone for a little bit? Your light, please, boo. I need your light, boo. Thanks. So we had a question I saw earlier, how you know what model it is based on the trans. Well, you know that it's an 8.0 because the 8.0 will have a metal spur gear on that side and the metal standoff, but the 21 and the 28 basically similar. All right, so here we go. You see that 26? Orion 26, baby. That's what's up. That is what's up. I did some research on it. Australiano, how you doing, man? And it's actually a very impressive engine. You guys want me to pull up some information on the Orion Wasp 26? The head, I had to bend it back slightly, but you could see the logo of Orion that was there initially. Let me pull this back. Thanks, boo. Let me get some information on the engine because really that's one of the major reasons why I bought this particular truck. It's very, very rare to come across an Orion Wasp 26 engine. Oftentimes these would have been axial. You know, back then, dynamite big blocks really weren't a thing. A lot of small block nitros like .12, .15 sizes, dynamite did have engines for those. But, you know, it wasn't like you could have gotten a Big Red, you know. A Big Red wasn't a thing. Big Red was a gum, if you know. All right. So I did a little bit of research. Let me just show it right here. Melissa, could they see the info? Mark, how you doing, bro? Nicholas Martin goes, what's my opinion on alpha engines from Ryan Lutz? I mean, Ryan Lutz is a sickening racer. You're not going to get anything bad from that guy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, this was not that. So, yeah, they're all going to be good. All right, so Orion Wasp 26 pull start. I'm going to just read this right here. Monster Geo Mac, how you doing, bro? Happy to see you here. For those of you just joining, I picked up another MGT with a sickening engine. We got Raw RC. What's up, man? Wasp 26 pull start. I'm going to just basically read it. Monster truck fans looking for a big bore power plant to place in their machine will be very interested in the new Wasp 26 from Team Orion. This Italian made, they said Italian, Italian-made engine is designed specifically to fit the most popular .21 trucks, such as the Associated Monster GT and HPI Savage. I mean, that to me seems pretty fabulous, if you ask me. So here they got a picture. This is basically what we have, except we don't have the pull start. There's another link over here. It was actually to an old forum. Some good information on the Wasp 26, which is the engine we have. Although this is, yeah, that's the same logo. That's the correct logo. So this is the logo you would normally have on the Orion Wasp 26, right? With this box. I've never seen one with a box, but so this guy says, let's see. If often a guy is here, he would appreciate this. Okay, I'm reading this. The Team Orion Wasp 26 is made by Pico and is based on the Pico P3 engine design. I know some people here are real big fans of the Pico engines. So let's see what it says. This high-quality Pico engine offers the best of both worlds with its big 0.26 cubic inch displacement that helps generate big power and torque at lower mid-range RPMs, while the Pico design also gives extremely powerful horsepower levels at higher RPMs. That all sounds real sickening to me. This amazing .26 engine is made by Pico, a very well-known, high-quality, high-powered engine manufacturer in Italy. The Wasp 26 is based on a P3 engine design and is rated at 2.7. Honestly, 2.7 in terms of how they rate is actually a very good number. All right, so next info. The engine has a composite car body to reduce heat transfer. That was something that they were, I would say, kind of new at the time, from what I understand. The composite carb design should also help enable solid tuning of the air-fuel ratio mixture. The Wasp 26 also has a 14mm crank, hard chromed cylinder sleeve, double bushing connecting rod, and a convenient pull-start mechanism. It also comes with high-flowing 5-port plus 2-port design. I mean, that's a proper engine. Raw RC, are you saying you had one of these? I didn't see your full comment, bro. Sorry if it got cut off. But this was a proper engine back in the day. Look at this. So yeah, these cooling heads, well, obviously they look just like the cooling heads from Axial, I would say. But it's pretty much a common cooling head design back then. But yeah, 5 plus 2 ports, so it's a 7-port. This is an old forum. So this forum is from 2007, man. Back in the day, you used to be reading forums like this. I remember crawling through the forums. And now these engines are impossible to come by. But I got one, everybody. What do you think about that? All right. That's your info for today. Let's continue to the truck at hand. Guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. Texas Hill, how you doing, bro? All right. Raw RC goes, he had one. So tell us, was it magic or was the magic fake? It was probably half magic. Yep, Texas Hill goes, the Wasp is the beast of all engines. That is the main reason I wanted to pick this particular one up. What's up there, Boosted RC, man? Happy to see you here. You're putting together some furniture. That's all fun, man. That's all fun. Are you following the instructions? Because if you want to follow instructions, you see, I got this particular MGT and the owner laminated and bound the instructions. You ever see anything like this? It's laminated. This is sickening. Harlem, how you doing? Gene Edwards, thank you, man, for showing up. It's Friday. You know, I had a long work day today, but it is worth it. Today on the bus home, I was thinking about what to talk about. But then it came to me. When you love the hobby, when you love the subject matter, there's really not much thinking involved. You just make things happen and make Nitros great again. Thank you, John Smith, bro. I appreciate that super chat. It's all going towards the restoration. So you guys want to take a look at the other things I got with it before I continue to the rest of the truck. Oh, by the way, How come the fuel tank is not installed? Anybody want to tell me what they think is wrong with the tank? Because it's pretty bad. I'm going to tell you right now. I got a replacement tank right nearby. So who thinks they know what's up with this tank? It actually has an issue I have never seen before. But before we do that, I do think we owe Lotus Goes, it is cracked. Surprisingly enough, that is not the right answer. It usually would be, bro. It usually would be, bro. Only RC Nitros has an MGT 4.6 with the axial 28. Well, that's a proper setup, bro. That's a proper setup. Notice there's stuff in this fuel tank. Nitro Pimp goes, the filter is plugged. So I've removed the filter from the setup. We only have the factory primer at this point. Let me open up the lid and I'll show you what the problem actually is. You see that? So this tank has what's known as, let me get a little closer. This tank uses what's known as a dual pickup. There's a pickup at the top, there's a small stone filter at the top, and a filter pickup at the bottom. Basically, that enables it to pick up fuel, even if you flipped over, it works no matter what. Also, show if goes bad O-ring. Surprising, the O-ring is very good. The tank does hold a seal. The seal is very, very good. Michael Sucha, bro, your uncle has 2 of them. He wanna send me one? He's curious. You know, not begging over here or nothing. I mean, I won't change my lifestyle for it, but, I'll be happy. What's up there, Ben? How you doing, man? Guys, tomorrow's video is going to feature Benjamin Martinez. Him and I fired up the rarest low-C I think ever made. You will have to wait tomorrow to see what that low-C is. Oh, we got Michael Zatari, a big expert in making his own manuals. Did you see? I got this truck with laminated manuals, bro. The guy laminated it. Sickening. Alex Lopez goes, was it a low-C muggy? I will say it was not a low-C muggy. Oh, Tarek was also there, but he's not here, so I didn't mention him yet. But you guys will know later on. All right, so let me go talk about this fuel tank for a second. Now, a few people might already know. Let me open this up. That fuel line right there is cracked. Now, unfortunately, there's literally zero way I'm getting that fuel line. I mean, if I get that off, I'll never be able to get it through the other end. You have to go all the way through the other end over there. There's literally no way. If anybody has any idea on how to repair that busted fuel line and put it back on this, because there's no way. It's too tight over here. Other than that, this fuel tank does work. Now, what problem does that create? It doesn't flow fuel effectively. It picks up air. I already tested it. So this fuel tank, as of now, is actually totally toast. It does not pick up fuel at all. I already checked. Even though it is a dual pickup system. There's one on top, one on the bottom. But I thought that the bottom would flow fuel, but it actually just sucks in air from that hole in the fuel line, which is pretty bad because these tanks are pretty rare. And you know what? They're pretty good. So let me get rid of this for now. Let's take a look at the stuff I got with it. I think Ray Coral asked to take a look, so we could do that. John Henson wants to know, does the inside of this tank come out? I thought about it, and no, there's zero chance. There's literally no way. When you open this, that's it. This is not serviceable. I thought it would be because it's a pretty intricate design. You know what I mean? But no, it's definitely not serviceable. Maybe if there's a way, if I can remove this grommet for the exhaust line, but I've never seen anybody do it. I'm going to look on YouTube for a couple videos. Maybe there will be some hints, but as of now, the tank is factory toast. Melissa, where's that other tank I had?
I don't know.
You don't know? I had another fuel tank somewhere. Can you check if it fell? Oh, it fell. It's all right. I got another one. All right, guys, let me show you what's in the box. Looking at what things come with is a good representation of how it'll go. You know exactly what's broken. You know what's not broken. You got the wipes?
Yes.
I need the wipes. Where are they?
It's underneath the forge.
It's underneath the Ford. It sounded like you were cursing at me. It's underneath the Ford. You guys heard it? You mean it's under the Ford? Well, only bad things happen when you say that. Kidding around, Boom. Kidding around. She doesn't know I'm playing around with Ford over here. No hard feelings to the Ford fans. I had a Ford, okay? All right. So let's take a look what's inside. It's always a good idea. It'll give us a good idea of what's busted. Yeah, Andy Barnett, longtime channel member, thank you, bro, goes, yeah, it does not come apart, as expected. All right, let's take a look at this. So as you all saw, the front of the bumper is, as they like to say in some cultures, kaput. Right? So we do have an aluminum one, and the side is plastic. This one is missing. This whole thing is actually quite bad. I'm not a big fan of these aluminum bumpers on these at all. But let's take a look at what's in here. Maybe something will be a little helpful, but I highly doubt it. Pizza Nitro Man, happy Friday. How you doing? I picked up this MGT. We're talking about it right now, you know? Derek Burrows, man, welcome back. Never forget, Friday Nitro always goes down. All right, so here's the first little box of stuff. I already see a bumper half in there, but, you know, if it's not attached to the car, there's a reason why. John, how you doing, man? Eating and watching Nitro. What are you having? Chicken parm? Steak and mushrooms? I don't know why I'm talking about mushrooms. I'm not a big mushroom fan, but... All right, so we got chalk spacers. These appear to be MGT ones. We got that plastic bumper part, but... Oh, pizza! Oh, man, you had me at pizza. I think that's what I'm going to get after this video, to be honest. It's been a while since I had some pie. What's up, man? Nitro Addiction. Happy to see you here. I was just talking about you there earlier. You know, I have an addiction to MGTs. You have an addiction to Savages and Buggies. But that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. All right, so we got this part. We got this part. These are like the bumper halves. I'm going to remove them. We'll see if I can fit them for in a little bit. Let's take a look at the rest of this. What the hell is this? Evolution Engines Blue Block Rust Inhibitor. This appears really light for an oil. This is definitely not an oil. Maybe it's some kind of rust inhibitor. Burn all fuel from your engine at the end of the day. Blah, blah. Dispense 10 to 15 drops of blue block rust inhibitor through the carb and spin the engine over. All right, this is apparently some kind of oil. Let me smell it. Oh, man, it smells real bad. I'm going to put it back. Yeah, this is after one. But I've never seen... Usually after one oil is like much thicker. This appears to be like a very, very liquidy. Right? I've never seen it like this. Usually it's a little on the thicker side. But I will tell you, this engine was not seized. All right, so we got... This appears to be the team associated tool set. Pretty much useless. Are these the factory skid plates? Yeah, these are the factory skid plates, huh? Factory skid plates. I might put these back on if possible. There's nothing wrong with factory parts. Oh my god, into G-Shocks. Oh yeah, zero oil. The oil has left the universe. Alex Lopez, everything you see here is what I got with this deal, yes. The oil sucks. So there are several generations of these Integy shocks. You know, the later generations are quite good. These ones are horrendous. Terrible. The worst I've ever seen. Got some shock oil, 40 weight. Pretty much normal for this truck. Wheel knuckles, which means probably has a suspension issue. John, man, how you doing? John just been running his USA 1. Yeah, bro, that is a great truck. Too bad they discontinued them, but I got one. And now I got an MGT, so I'm even happier. You know, I would say in terms of performance and speed, MGT will not let you down. It honestly is a really, really sickening truck. The 28 is probably the best all-around one for me. Let's take a look at the rest of this. We got some battery stuff over here, not using that. Body posts. This is pretty important. The rest, tie rods. This is some kind of rod. Maybe this was for the flag. Or body post. I think this is the rod for the flag, maybe. Who knows? The rest of this is not interesting. We got a linkage rod. I wonder if this guy was making his own linkages, which you really didn't need to because that engine was a direct fit. Got a giant pull start handle. That's a big ass handle right there. Got a pull starter, which I'm not sure if it's for that truck. It appears real small. Grizzly man, how you doing? Grizzly RC over here, breaking in Dynamite 19 and cannot keep it idling. Oh, it works. Try to make the low-speed needle much richer. You know, oftentimes I go like a whole turn richer on the low-speed needle and just raise the idle a little bit and let a little more fuel in. All right, so that's basically it. I'm gonna put this stuff away. Let's take a quick look at the chassis itself, and I will try to fire it up. How we on that, guys? Good? All right. All right, so for the fuel tank, I'm going to use this one. This is the VRX fuel tank from the Nitro I ran last week at the track. Oh, this thing heavy. Okay. Let's check out suspension-wise. If you notice over here, we have Integy piggyback shocks, and here we have the factory MGT shocks. Take a guess, which ones are going to be good? Hey guys, you think I deserve a little bit of a snack right now? I think I need a little bit of a snack. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting a headache. Getting hangry. Don't want that happening. Melissa, can you bring the snack, please? We need the snack.
Okay.
All right, so Ben goes stock is better. All right, so I'm going to tell you for a fact, stock is 100% better. I'm going to raise it, and I'll just move this suspension arm. I can feel there's a good amount of dampening and oil in the factory suspension setup. On the right side, nothing. It's all spring. All spring. This is a gimmick. This generation of shocks actually suck for Integy. This is going to bring you a snack, guys. I'm hungry. What do you think the snack is going to be? Who wants to take a guess? I'm going to work on installing a fuel tank, and we'll do a little fire in the hole. Let me show you this side. I also noticed, well, obviously air filter, I removed the filter, right? Ray Coral goes, it's cookies. Let's wait what it is. It's a surprise for me and you. All right, so the spur gear looks normal, right? I see gear mesh is good. When I move it, it engages pretty good. All aspects goes Taco Bell. No, bro, I haven't been eating Taco Bell in a long time now. Probably in over half a year. Their prices went up. I'm not with that life, man. I'm not going to pay high Taco Bell prices, you know? All right, the snack is a-coming. Second hand, no bologna, bro. You know how expensive Boar's Head is? Okay, go ahead. I'm shaking it. What's that snack? I'm shaking it. There it goes, Swiss roll. Right now, bro. I ran out day after I ate the last one. Hey, that's mine right there. What are you doing, boo?
Share is
Ray Coral goes Skittles.
Hello.
Boom, baby. Bunch of crunch. This is a proper snack right here, everybody. It's a proper snack. Remember when you used to go to the movies and then you used to go to the dollar store next door? Get a little bit of chocolate? That's what I'd be doing this day. Oh, we got Sandy over here.
Hey, Sandy.
Sandy, you came because you heard the bunch of crunch? Oh, look at that. Oh, he left already. He left. Yep, these legit the best, guys. I'm be honest with you. The container shrunk. I remember this container for $1.25 used to be enormous. This is what you went and you try to sneak into a movie theater. But today, we got shrinkflation. Gonna get a hell yeah for some bunch of crunch? Yeah. Kind of looks like a turd, huh? But it's okay, it's delicious. Tommy's Adventures, man. How you doing? Happy to see you. Alright, so what I'm gonna do... Where's the fuel tank I just had? Oh, right here. I'm going to install this VRX tank just for time being. Because that's what it is. I'm going to work on getting another fuel tank. The big problem is I do want to actually, before I do that, in the front we have these aftermarket bumper braces. This trash, it's cracked, it's real bad. So normally these MGTs have like a fairly complicated bumper design, and almost all the time they will be busted. Okay, I need more snack over here. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, Mike Lanzatari, bro. This is like the same, this American version, you know? Here in the States, people like to combine stupid words together, like bunch and an A. Okay, because, you know, they got bad grammar skills. I'm going to put this VRX tank in. So engine-wise, I checked it. We have very good compression. I'm not worried about the engine. Just need a filter, need a couple bumper parts. Considering this old MGT, that's going to be like 50 bucks. I'm going to use just one hole here. This standoff for the filter, for the fuel tank. There's not much else I can do. It's hard to do on video. All right, I got the hole. So I'm using one of the factory standoff posts for this VRX tank. It's a 10 scale tank. No filter, but what are you gonna do? For fire up, it'll be adequate. All right, that's fine. I do have the radio for it, by the way, okay? But it's not set up right now. Max Settings, man, how you doing? Oh, Max Settings just got the GS Racing Storm trucks. I remember those, man. I remember those. Those were some legendary models. Today, the legends are far and few between. I highly doubt Armas will become a legend anywhere. There will be zero legend status. John Hensley, bro, thank you for that. Yeah, the only thing we can do is bring them back from the dead, and hopefully one day someone else will get to enjoy these trucks. Okay, so let's take a look at the engine component area on top. The carb is real good. Check this out. It's real clean inside. That's the wrong one. Let me give you a clean inside view if you guys want to see inside the carb. It's always a good idea. I cleaned the crap out of it, by the way. So it's pretty clean. The slide works. The idle is, it appears to be appropriate. So let me just set up this fuel line. I don't like having the fuel line inlet on that side. It's like super tough to get the fuel line in. Especially if you have like an air filter with a really thick boot. Like it's impossible to put that thing in there. So I got to order some filters for this. All right. All right, what else we got to do? The exhaust line. Here we go, is the exhaust line. All right. I also noticed before, I don't really say much about it because it's, you know, you kind of have to be there to see it. The clutch bell moves a lot. Look at that extra space we got left on the clutch bell. So someone did not trim the clutch bell correctly at all. There's like a giant hole on top there. So it's safe to say this is not the correct spur gear. I think these would have originally had white spur gears. Is that Ofna in the house right here? Ofna guy, how you doing, man? I'm happy to see you here because we all know you're the VP of the Nitro Gang Pico division. And Ofna guy, we got ourselves an Orion Wasp 26 engine. And Orion Wasp, we just read online with the Nitro Gang. I went online and did some primary first-hand detailed research. Made by Pico, Ofna guy, in Italy. Therefore, this is essentially a Pico P3, it said. See that symbol? That's the Orion Wasp symbol. Pico P3, basically. Nitro dude, man, how you doing? Happy to see you here. That's a clever username. It's true, you know what I mean? Like, you like Nitro and you're a dude, bro. It's pretty straightforward. All right, in terms of electronics, let me just go over this. I do want to just go check it out and fire it up before it's too dark. Well, it's dark already, but late, I meant. We have the factory associated servos. They're not trash, to be honest with you. We have a Dynamite race guard. You know, this was ran like very, very long ago. I'm not sure if the electronics work or not. All of the shocks in the back are garbage. You see the bounciness? Look at that bounciness, bro. It's bouncier than Kim Kardashian's certain body part. Oh man, Max Henning's here with some good news. He said he called up Kyosho. They picked up the phone. Dude, I'm surprised, bro. How come they don't pick up the phone when I call them? They know who I am? Tell them I'm the guy who doesn't care about the Kyosho Mini Z. Tell them that, okay? Tell them I give zero cares about the Mini Z. I only care about old Nitros. That's why they hung up on me, bro. They don't see me as a potential customer. Anyways, the USA 1 is not being discontinued. They are working out. Their Nitro engines will be made. Where? Oh, yeah, where? I mean, I have plenty. I can give them 2 of them if they want to make some. All right. All right, guys, what prep work you think I need to do right now to go fire this up, actually? The wheels seem okay. Foam is average. The rear is garbage. It's all going to have to get replaced. Bumpers bent to hell. Let me take a look online at how much these bumpers cost on eBay, in fact. Because that's going to be a big, big thing. eBay. I'm going to look it up. Give me a second. Associated MGT bumper. All right, here we go. So my first search on Associated MGT bumper. And the front one is toast. The rear one is not original. It's bent. It's toast also. Man, they are not cheap. Just one is a rear bumper, $16. And that one looks real bad too. So these are the 3.0 bumpers, the small ones. These are not the correct ones. These are the 3.0 bumpers, the small block ones. Yeah, there's literally nothing, I would say. Yeah, MGT bumpers are tough to come by. Usually you got to buy a whole roller. So this is just basically one part. Nah, I mean, no, this is the entire bumper. No, you're missing the support. You need the support over here. So this is actually pretty much useless. You're missing the support for the bumper that's supposed to go in here. That part, basically, you're missing that. Without that, you can't even install the bumper. So what's this guy talking about, bro? All right, guys. What do you think? Was this a valiant purchase on my behalf? Gotta disassemble this. You want me to fire it up first or try to fix this issue with the wobble? What do you say about that? Yeah, so this is not good over here in the front. If you do the math, I didn't wind up paying too much for it. I'm gonna say about like 140 total. About 140, I would say. But you know, I didn't know that the fuel tank was busted. Not that in the world you could run other fuel tanks, but for those of you just joining me, this is the issue with this particular fuel tank. There's a dual pickup inside. And you could see it's basically completely busted. That fuel line is cracked on that pickup. So it doesn't pick up anything because it basically picks up air and fuel. You're going to have the biggest fuel leaks if you use that tank. So the tank is trash. It's not repairable, which is a damn shame, man. Damn shame. All right, bros. What do you say? When Hybrid wears the 2-speed baby shirt, it's about to be fire in the hole. Let me answer just a couple more questions before I go outside. Don't want to make you guys feel alienated. That's not why I do these streams. All right. Max settings goes. He bought the expensive Vidavon steering setup. Yeah, those are pricey. Those are not cheap. Those are good quality, though. Ray Cole wants to know, would a T-Max fuel tank work? You can essentially strap any fuel tank in here, right? I've 3D printed fuel tank relocation kits for these using a Revo tank. So yes, a Revo tank actually is a direct fit in this area. But you know, for originality reasons, if you can use the factory tank, you should use the factory tank. Let me see what you guys are saying. Nitro Dude wants to know, do you happen to know what the material of nitro fuel tanks are? It's probably nylon. I'm not sure, man, but like, you mean the plastic material itself, right? I would say it's probably nylon. I don't think I've ever read a post anywhere that discussed what the material was, other than you don't want any leaks, you know, from O-rings and seals, but no one ever talked about the material. It seems to be a non-issue, really. All right, bros. I'm going to go try to do a fire in the hole. Yeah, Alex Lopez goes, Hybrid is a purist like me. Yeah, you know, the reason I buy a lot of these trucks is because I really do like the historical collectability value. And once you start, you know, putting things that don't belong, you basically lost a lot of your value, right? Like the people that want to buy these, you're only going to get a good resale price if it's in good shape and original, right? Yeah, if I put in a HSP Exceed fuel tank, it's going to run. It won't have air leaks, but it's basically going to be treated like a parts car, in my opinion. For me, if I was going to buy something like this and I knew it was totally bad, I would be basically offering parts car prices, you know what I mean? But, you know, that's me. All right, guys. Michael Graham goes, the T-Max is #1. That's true for parts support, exactly. Well, overall reliability, too. All right, Melissa, I got to get out.
It's raining outside.
It's raining? Is it raining cats and dogs? Because if that's the case, I can't go outside. But if it's just rain, I could do it. I have to go to CVS, buy $12 worth of medicine after, but it's fine. All right, guys, give me a second. We're gonna go out. All right. Need my screwdriver. Okay, I got my tuning screwdriver. Give me a second, guys. Let me know, Melissa, if the quality gets bad. It should stabilize when I'm outside. All right? Mm-hmm. Tell them it'll stabilize. Shit, it's hot in that room. Nitro Gang, hell yeah. All right. Oh, we got Sandy over here. How you doing, buddy? All right, give me a second, guys. I gotta get this ready. How's the quality? Okay so far? So somebody forgot to put the ketchup away. And it wasn't me. You gotta have ketchup when it's cold. You know what I'm saying? When ketchup is hot, it's not right. All right, Derek, thank you, man. All right, let's go outside. All right. Lights will get on in a little bit. All right, my dudes. It's about to be a runner, hopefully, you know. All right, you see okay? I don't have much fuel, but there's some in there from before. I ran this in the VRX before. See okay? Make sure we're idle. All right, so this is the fuel line on top. I'll be able to see if we have fuel. All right, Texas Hill goes extra sickening. I'm waving to, whatever, you don't gotta know. All right. Somebody yell fire in the hole. I gotta prime it first. Rear tie rod popped off. We got crab steering now. That's odd. All right, I'm gonna prime it. All right, I heard the fuel in there. I heard the fuel. Are you all ready for this? Are you ready? It's about to be a runner. Well, I mean, without electronics, that is. You know, can't put the electronics on. MGT fire in the hole, guys. I don't know how the tune is. We're gonna have to wait to see. Low speed needle looks okay. High speed needle looks okay. kill it, everybody. Can't do it. Perfect. What'd you guys think about that, huh? Now that was a real fire in the hole. Compression is real good. I can touch the cooling head. It's literally like room temperature, not hot, nothing crazy. What do you guys think? Can't kill us an old nitro, can ya? All right. Derek, thank you, man. Still needs work, obviously. You know, all I've confirmed so far is the engine is okay. It didn't stall. The clutch was good and engaged. You saw me, you know, open the throttle a little bit. So, you know, once I get the electronics figured out, obviously you got to run these things safely. But overall, good. But I noticed our rear wheel tie rod came off. There must be something wrong with the suspension geometry in the back, or this linkage is busted. It might be busted. What'd you guys think about that? Easy start, huh? Whole thing full of oil right now. Michael Graham, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Might fire it up again. Give me a second. Let me just stand here for a little bit. I gotta let some of the nitro air out, you know? All right. What do you guys think? Should we do a couple push-ups? I think we should do a couple push-ups. The Orion deserves a couple push-ups. This is a Pico, basically. Tarek, man, how you doing? Happy to see you here. Tarek, bro, I'm running the fuel tank from the VRX. The seal is garbage. I repaired it, but the seal is garbage, okay? I'm gonna do a couple push-ups, guys. It's cold outside, all right? All right, give me a number. Give me a number. Gotta stretch first. All right, what we got? 85, 55, bro. I can't do 55. I got fat. Come on. Texas Hill goes with a common 20. Nitro Pimp go 1, bro. Come on. 1? No. All right. Gotta stretch. After the push-ups, we're gonna fire this up a little bit. With the VRX tank. It's actually a direct fit. The problem is there's no filter, but we'll get the filtered out. Let me put this down. We're gonna do a couple. Benjamin, bro, I can't do 100. The most I ever did was like 90 in high school. Come on, I was skinny back then. All right, let's do some push-ups, bros. This is all for the VRX. I mean the Team Orion. Let me get down and do a couple. All right. I'm gonna do, how many we got, 20? I'll do like 20. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. Feeling pumped now, guys. That's how you get the blood flowing. All right? You got to do those push-ups. You guys, 20 for me is just nothing. All right? What do you say? One more fire in the hole for the Orion gang or what? Yeah, second hand, bro. I got neighbors, but keep this a secret. Half of them don't speak any English, which is okay. I love them anyway. We could speak what we want to speak. Fire in the hole. Let's go. Man, this thing is so... Honestly, idle's real solid. All right, RCX, how you doing, bro? I'm just doing push-ups with my nitro. There's no funny business going on. It's fun, good shit over here, you know? All right. Fire in the hole, time, take 2 or what? Nitro, dude, I would say what language they speak, but I don't want people to think I'm trash talking anybody, so we're not gonna talk about it. We'll just say different language. Fire in the hole, baby. All right. 1, 2, 3. to runner. Well, guys, 2 fire-ups, absolutely no problem. I could probably do 35 more push-ups. But let's keep it real. I got repairs to make. You know, let me spin over the flywheel. Ooh, it's tight. Ooh, tight. All right, so compression seems good. I wouldn't say it's like 100, but, you know, worst case scenario, eventually you can get this thing repinched. Let's see, maybe my plug inside is loose, I think. Is my plug loose? Oh, yeah, the plug was loose. John Hensley, bro, thank you for that. Oh, the plug was loose. It was like maybe half a turn. Ugh, I can't even spin it over now. Ugh. Yo, you guys want to come over, try to spin over this flywheel? I'll invite you over. I live right by the hospital, you know, in case someone wants to come down here. Well, it's not far away. All right, yeah, my plug was loose. It turns out. That's sickening. All right, come on. How many more exercises can I do right now? I'm a little excited for some reason. Gotta take it easy, guys. Gotta take it easy. All right. So this I just noticed. We'll go take a look. Hopefully that thing isn't busted on the inside. All right, that's enough for now. Oh, Lotus RC sit-ups. I don't really do many sit-ups, bro. I care about back pain, you know? Back problems, bro. I mean, I don't have any, but like you could develop them. John Hensley, you know you're invited. And I'll literally give you my real address. I mean, shit, you already have it anyway. Guy goes hybrid. Those engines run forever. Don't touch it. This one seems real proper, I must say, man. You know, I didn't pay that much. It needs a little bit of work, as you guys saw. The fuel tank is, you know, this is the VRX fuel tank from the one I ran this weekend. But, I mean, it's not too bad. I'm using one of the factory posts. That one is, you know, if I wanted to, I could actually use that. But you do need a filter on the inside. Success, huh? Just need some bumpers. This stuff is messed up like always. Over here, the bumper support is gone. Yeah, Nitro Swat. I don't care, man. You're right. I got nothing to hide. All right, let's go back inside, bros. Let's go back inside. I'm going to maybe work on it a little bit now. Oh. Not bad though, huh? For what it is. I noticed this right here is a little bit loose. The clutch belt, you could see how it moves around a lot. It's way too much. All right, let's go back in. By the way, I still got that 4-stroke mini bike. I could pull it out, but Melissa might yell at me. All right, let me go back in. And we'll, hurt my finger right there. Maybe we'll tackle some of the situations on it. What's up there, Wonder Bread man? Happy to see you here. I was just firing up this MGT, the Orion Wasp 26, and it was a sickening runner. Oh, look at that. Sandy just ran away. That might get fired up one day. Ah, you want to see what it is? You want to see what it is? It's in my hamper. Okay? That's what I think about that. Like new. Better than new. It'll get fired up one day. I just haven't really, you know, got the starter box around to do it yet. But I got the starter box. It's solid. It's in my hamper, bro, with my Dyson, okay? There's no funny business over here. Oh, what's that over there? Thanks, Nitro Addiction, man. You know what that is. What's that over there? It's a 4-stroke mini bike in my laundry. Bro, hybrid over here gone crazy. Sickening what's going on, really. This would be a great addition to, I'm thinking, Nitro Addictions channel. Lotus RC wants to see what's in the fridge. Yeah, man, the fridge, I could show it to you, but you might like what you see too much. You might like it too much, man. I got to be careful. You know, you don't want too much. Do you see what I'm talking about? There's literally nothing bad in any of this you see, right? Don't get addicted to the fridge, bro. Don't do it. That's just one side. If you ever wondered how many touring cars you could fit in the top shelf, I could definitely do one more. I got 3 right now, though. But I could definitely fit more. There's stuff in those drawers, too, by the way. See that? All right, bros. I want to go fire this up, but Alex Lopez, the XL, has a story. Every Nitro has a story. Just like every cat has a unique purr. All right, bros, let's go up. This is in the works for a future video, by the way, right here. Yeah, John Hensley. Yeah, the mini bike, I mean, I already did the video on it. It's pretty cool. I do ride it around sometimes, actually. It's small. I mean, you know, your ass do hurt after, but that's what it is. All right, let's go talk about this one for now. Oh, you heard me there, Nitro Addiction, bro. Melissa, I need to get in, please. Thank you. Appreciate you. You the best. You're better than a bunch of crunch snacks. All right, guys. Here we go. I'm back. Yo, I can't believe people only told me to do 20 push-ups. I was ready to do 35. No, I was ready to do 40. All right, so this truck has a couple issues, as you saw. Engine-wise, I would say it's perfect. It's pretty heavy. These wheels are not light. You know, it's pretty heavy. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly like a Savage, you would say, you know. Yeah, Ben said 100. Ben, come on, bro. You know I can't do 100. When did I tell you I could do 100? I can't do 100. Maybe in like two different times I could, but not right away. All right. I'm thinking... Did I ever show you guys the mini Losi LST? Or should I start working on the shocks on this one? You want to see a mini Losi LST? It's electric. Oh, ribeye. Okay, Ben said ribeye and then 100 push-ups. I could do that. I can make that happen. John Henson goes, is it electric? I might have shown it before. I don't remember. Okay. All right, how about this? We'll do a quickie on it. Melissa, get the mini LST from the bedroom. It's the cute little one, okay?
I know. It looks like it.
You see that? I would never describe a Nitro cute, guys, ever. No, Nitro is cute. They get things done. Those are man cars. We don't describe them as cute. All right, Tarek, bro, thank you for that. Oh no, hold on, that wasn't to me. It's okay, it's all good, man. Don't worry about it. I didn't pre-read that comment. Okay, normally I pre-read. That's why like my brain hurts after the stream. It doesn't hurt like medical hurt, you know.
Give him 1 second, I said.
Melissa said give her a second, so I guess I have to give her a second. But the compression is insane on this one. There's definitely an issue with clutch bell bearings, for sure. Bearings or the spacer or washers missing. I'm thinking could probably just put on a couple washers on this. All right. All right, Monty Kurska, how you doing, man? Melissa.
Yes, I'm going.
She's going. You heard her.
Watch your horses.
Truck's pretty dope, man. I'm gonna do some work on it off video because, like, I don't think anybody cares. I mean, I think people care, but you know, in terms of watchability, I don't think anybody cares. Whatever. Body's pretty good. We're gonna pull out the little one. I might have shown this before. I don't remember. This is a proper Jeff Myers. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Yes, one Nitro at a time. This one was toast, bro. We got the radio. I could probably go drive this outside right now. It's electric. So this is a low-C mini monster Baja. It's basically a mini LST. So if you take a look at the bottom, this is probably the nicest one you'll ever see. You could see the LST DNA. You got the twin mini steering servos, center transmission. These are obviously single speed, they're electrics. You have the same kind of skid plate layout. We got Big Joe RC. What's up, man? Thank you, bro, for showing up. You guys want to see under the body? I guarantee if you're not like, you know, a fan of older micro electric, mini electrics, this will blow you away. This is probably one of the best ones, really. Nitro Pimp knows all about them. So I do, in fact, have a good amount of mini electric cars. I don't really talk about them much because when I pull one out, the viewers just disappear. So that's fine, you know. It's no big deal. I don't do this channel only for views. I do it because it's my own personal hobby, obviously. What's up, BMR31? How you doing, man? All right, so let's take a look at it. This one's really, really well upgraded. So, mini LST, very rare. We have dual 370 motors, single speed, kind of set up like a Emax. Big Joe goes, what do you prefer, electric or petrol? By petrol, do you mean gas or do you mean nitro? You must be from the UK, I think. Well, on my channel, bro, I do prefer nitro at all times, like 100% of the time. But, you know, just because something is electric doesn't mean I won't appreciate it, you know. At the end of the day, we like all RCs, no matter what. And this one is still a collectible vintage model. Dual motors, upgraded aluminum shocks, upgraded bumpers. Normally this was all plastic. Dual micro servos. Single speed control receiver. Yeah. Look at the bottom. It's essentially emulating an LST. Big Joe, I'm from Staten Island, bro. Come hang out at the RC track. Probably this Sunday. I'll be there in Midland Beach. Yeah, this is essentially, you know, it's hard to say what they're trying to copy here with this one. It looks like an Emax setup. Obviously, they tried to go with as much from the LST as possible. Let me see if it'll power on. It should have a battery in there. Forgot where the power switch is. Oh, it's right here. But this one's really highly upgraded. Oh, we got some power. So I restored this one. It's in very good shape. So it's a runner. There's no denying that. The steering is real impressive, by the way. I'll probably do a video on this eventually. But for the time being, you know, I just kind of like take it outside a little bit. It runs okay. The tires they're good, but they're kind of old. So, you know, it basically skids now. But the electronics are real quality. For brushed, look at that. The turning radius is impressive. To glitch. Yeah. You know, they're not that fast. The brushed ones, I would say 20 is probably the limit of what it can handle. But it is dual motor. You know, they're small motors. But single ESC. Single Team Losi receiver. This one has all of the aluminum upgrades, by the way. Normally, they don't have any of this. You know, metal drive shafts. Yep. All right, so I'll turn this off. This one's pretty rare. I've seen these on eBay go for, you know, like the low 200s. They're not crazy expensive. Yeah, but this one's a proper model, by the way. You could even tell they went kind of for the oversized style Losi shock, but I wouldn't say it's 100% oversized. It's still pretty small, really. For, you know, for a micro, it's pretty big though. I'm gonna put this back. The body is real thick, and it runs real good. I ran it like outside several times. The Emax is real good because it does have an actual high-low gear ratio. This one is just single speed, really. Oops, sorry about that. Hit something. Yeah, Michael Sucha wants one now. So they're pretty impressive. You could see they're obviously copying the regular LST. You know, that's a really over-engineered design. And I'm running a 2S LiPo. It sits right under the electronics tray. So the packaging on this model is really, really impressive because, you know, I'm able to fit a modern 2S LiPo in there, right under that case. So, you know, Losi really did their design pretty well. Only modification, I've converted to Dean's plugs, of course. All right, so this one's good. Jeff Myers, man, see you next time. Thank you for stopping in today. This is the other micro that I did get a while ago. You guys already know about this. I drove it. It drives all right. I wouldn't say I really, really love it. Yeah, Nitro Pimp goes for 2004. They were pretty fantastic. That is true. I would say this is, for the money, you know, when I got it, it was real cheap. But their regular asking price is insane. I think when I told you guys to go get this, this was like $79. At $79, this is still a proper car. They're not fast. They have terrible suspension. In fact, it's as if they forgot to put shock oil in every single shock, in fact. So you know, for that Losi, I'm going to say it was a fail. The shocks are horrible. Maybe with some proper oil, they'll be okay. But there was no oil when I got this one. I'll just call it what it is. I put it back in the box. You know, after one run, it's literally back in the box. All right, guys, I'm going to ask you all a question. I have an opportunity right now. The decision has to be made. The opportunity is to buy a very rare 2000s 10th scale touring car. But this model, this brand, I almost guarantee nobody knows. Team Magic G4. Anybody knows what that is? Team Magic G4. They're not cheap. I'm at about 200 something with the guy right now. If things go well, maybe that'll be the next pickup. Team Magic G4. I'm gonna look it up. Very rare. Ray Coral goes, nope. Let me show it to you. Team Magic G4. I have an opportunity to get one right now, but let's see, G4, here it goes. It's very, very rare. I'm looking up the pictures, hold on. I'm gonna pick like a similar one, but it doesn't have to be this exact one. Oh, that website don't exist anymore. Figures. I'm looking for a good one. Bro, all these websites don't exist because it's like an old car. Alright, I'm just gonna show you like the main thumbnails. Alright, so this particular model, Team Magic G4. Yeah, they're pretty rare. Tommy's Adventures goes, yeah, I saw one for $350. Yeah, they're not cheap. I have an opportunity now to pick one up. If you ever see Team Magic anything, basically you could identify them based on this interesting looking fuel tank. So the 10 scale touring car, some of my favorites. You know, in this segment, there's basically Trinity, there's Serpent, there's, I would say, Yokomo, there's some, the R40, maybe you could put it in there. But maybe one day, look at that fuel tank, though. So I have an opportunity to buy it now. The decision has to be made, I think, by tomorrow. So this is a pretty proper car right here. Let me see. Terra Curry, bro, thank you, man. We're going to put it towards that Team Magic G4. I'm going to make it happen. Let's take a couple more looks at it. I don't think I can zoom in on any of these pictures. These are like all really old websites. Where can I find like a good one? Okay, there's no Team Magic G4 the website thelordlovesyou.com. I just don't see that happening. But thank you for that from Tarek. You guys will get to meet him in tomorrow's video. As I said, it's going to be about, in my opinion, the rarest Losi ever made. You guys let me know what you think the rarest Losi ever made was. It's going to be that. I think most people aren't even aware of them, to be honest with you. All right, here we go. Team Magic G4. Where's the website? Oh, man, what is that? That looks hot right there. Return. Okay, let's go to RC Scrapyard. Okay, so 2003. There's multiple models. It's not just one model. Team Magic in 2003, four-wheel drive, whatever. So here goes. It's a proper touring car with the unique fuel tank. So hopefully this will go down. Let's see what else we got. There's a couple models. I'm not sure which model those are, but that is extra sickening. You could see it's got one of those low-profile cooling heads, but obviously it won't come with that engine anyway. So, Melissa, say hello to people in the chat right here. Hybrid, bro. MPTRC, how you doing, man?
I did say hi.
Melissa, do you think you can bring me my toolbox?
Which one?
The pink toolbox. I mean the yellow toolbox.
Right.
I need to do a little bit of work. Oh, it's right there. Sick. All right, guys. How about this? I'm going to do a little bit of work on this MGT, and hopefully by tomorrow I'll know the resolution on that Team Magic.
Here.
Hold on, boo. I only got 2 hands, and they're both not even tired because I didn't do that many push-ups.
I have a migraine.
You have a migraine? Yeah, Melissa been having migraines. We've been pretty upset over it. So this is one of the issues. This clutch bell definitely moves in and out. The shimming is 100% incorrect. But I'll tell you this, guys. Engine is perfect. Perfect. Let me see if I could undo this without removing the spur. This might not be easy to remove this because you got to hold.
Yes, migraine does suck.
Yeah, the bad thing about migraines is I don't want to be negative here. Often it's caused by some kind of physiological brain issue. Let's hope it's not that. So this let me remove this. I'll see what happens.
You mean pinch nerve?
Could be that. Ah, damn,
When
this
it
is stuck.
rains, my
I
pinch
might
nerve
have to
acts out.
remove this whole housing and hold this with pliers. So the issue is this. Let me demonstrate the issue to you right now. I noticed it before. If I grab this, you see how much the clutch bell moves in and out? Yeah, Wonder Bread. Yeah, that's worst case scenario. I didn't want to say it with small words, so I said it with big words. Migraines usually, you know, it's a physiological, neurological, physiological issue. Meaning, not good. I think I'm going to work on that later, guys. It seems, I don't know if I want to remove this. This might not even be the correct bearings. Spur gear seems fine. I mean, I could remove the spur gear too. What do you think would be the easiest? I mean, this thing just comes out. I can grab the flywheel with like big pliers and undo it. I wish we had In-N-Out Burger, man. I wish, but we don't. All right, my dude. So what do you think? MGT gang? Hell yeah. I got a lot of work to do. The shocks suck. I'm not going to be here long right now. You know, I like to get these streams done and then edit videos. Oh, Michael Sucha. We're lucky you're not pregnant, bro. Thank you, man. I'm happy for you. Remember that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Where he, what was it called? Where he was in a medical experiment and he became pregnant? That was a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger where he was in a medical experiment. Not twins. That was a different one. Big Boys Toys, man, you have a great night. You are the forever VP of the high RPM division for the Nitro Gang. Don't forget, we will see you next time, brother. For real, Arnold Schwarzenegger got pregnant in a video, in a movie. What was it? I'm going to Google it. We're going to Google it, guys, okay? Arnold pregnant in movie. Misspelled it, don't matter. Junior. It was called Junior. Dude, you guys thought I was joking? That's freaking Arnold right there, Junior. He's pregnant, baby. I don't know much, you guys, but I know Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Okay? That you cannot take away from me. See that? Yep, Ray Coral goes, remember when HPI made F1 cars? Let me see. Did I read that out of order? I don't know about the Nitro F1 cars, Ray. Which models were those? I gotta look that up. Maybe I'm wrong. Mark Nugan, how you doing, man? Happy to see you here. Only RC Nitro. Thank you, bro. Yeah, Michael Switcher goes, yeah, it was a good movie. Melissa, look that up. We're gonna watch it.
What movie?
Junior with Arnold Schwarzenegger when he's pregnant. Bro, I swear, you could make Arnold Schwarzenegger like be a carrot and people will watch that movie.
I think we saw it.
We saw it? Shit, we ran out of all good movies. No more Van Damme movies left for you, Melissa. Sorry.
We saw the Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah, Kindergarten Cop, good. Twins, good. Running Man, good. All right, my dudes. Think we're going to call it a day.
Actually, we were watching a movie last night.
Melissa and I got to go order pizza. Melissa, pull up the let's see what Domino's got to order. Tarek, bro, thank you for that channel donation earlier. I'm going to do what I can to make that deal on the G4. All right?
No, we were watching that Dominate. The Dominate.
Are we watching another movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nah. My bad. Scratch that. Melissa and I are watching Napoleon Dynamite. I'm not even kidding. Napoleon Dynamite, bro. So, Melissa a little younger than me, obviously. You know, that's how you do when you get a chick. But I I don't think she ever saw Napoleon Dynamite. So, you know, that scene where he goes, gets those tater tots, puts them in his pocket. Those tater tots hurt her, bro. She loves tater tots.
I love tater tots.
Nitro Diction Man, thank you. You heard that? She loves tater tots, bro. You can't get her away from tater tots. It's sickening. I tried. I honestly love them now, too. The truth is, guys, tater tots are made from the scrap material of processing fries, which is okay. It's no big deal. It's all good, man. All right, guys, go watch Napoleon Dynamite or Nacho Libre, whatever it is. Be a happy, positive, ethical person. Don't say mean things to people around you. It matters. You never know what kind of mood somebody is in. They might be all sunshine and rainbows on the outside, but on the inside, they are contemplating something negative. So be aware of your fellow man and be ethical around them. Guys, I will be back. Tomorrow will be a sickening video. I gotta go finish editing it. Have a good night, everybody.